When I started playing D&D, there was four of us. A wizard I can't remember the name of, Merlin the wizard because of course he was a wizard, and a rogue named Magpie, we'll get to him later, and then me, a paladin being called Anduin. And the first quest we ever went on as a group was to take three dwarves with a ballista to a mountain where they can shoot it at a dragon and hopefully not miss, unlike a certain rogue that we're going to be speaking of later. The plan was very simple. We wheel our crossbow up to the dragon, we fire the crossbow, hopefully we don't miss, because that would end very, very poorly, as many of you probably know. So there we were four adventurers, three dwarves, and a ballista, walking up the path, then out of nowhere jumped four dragon wormlings. These things are usually pretty terrible, and if I met them in D&D now, I wouldn't fear them. But as we were all new players, brand new, never played the game before, we lost our fucking shit. First initiative managed to go first, each wizard flinging a firebolt at one of the creatures, taking it out instantly. The rogue locked an arrow, launched it, missed completely, almost hit the paladin. Bad rogue. Then the paladin ran forward with the might of Osgamar, bringing his mighty hammer down to crush the creature's skull. Flying through the air, holding his majestic hammer aloft, bringing it down on the creature, he rolled the dice, and he got a natural 20. What does that mean? It simply doubles all damage on your dice. Oh. This was all thanks to our tactics. We drew arrows on the map, we had plans, we had backup plans, we had backup plans with everything happening. We spent basically an hour on each round of combat, and this was at level 3, 4 creatures which we would probably kill in a hit. If you ever played D&D, you know how stupid this is. Just planning and planning and planning, but we didn't know what we were doing, and we just had a lot of fun doing it. This was it. We were just a stone's throw away from the big bad's cave, the ancient red dragon. We were level 3s, we didn't know what we were going to do, but we killed those 4 things in a hit, so we were thinking this would take like 1 or 2 hits, because we were noobs. And then we planned for an hour of real time, literal just plans of what we would do if it came out, how would we kill it, what would we do if we killed it, and just what we're doing afterwards, like how much beer we're going to drink. Oh, it was great. And then after all this hour of planning, setting up, putting spikes in the ground, putting ropes in the ground to trip it up, like dropping a rock on its head, things like that. We were all in position, and then we wheeled up the ballista to where we wanted it, and then we smacked on the side of the cave to see if we can wake it up. Then it came out, its claws the size of a human, its bulking frame stretching out this cave mouth. It's standing majestically about 3 stories ahead of us. The dwarf aims his ballista, the other 2 locking it on, aiming right at the dragon's snout. He fires the ballista, and boink! We had won. We were victorious. The dragon was slain before us, the dwarves rewarded us amply with coin and beverages, and we went on to the next adventure. The wizard I can't remember the name of, Merlin the wizard, Magpie the shitty rogue, and me, the greatest paladin who ever lived, Anduin the Slayer. That was 4 years ago, and I've never planned a game more than I have in that game. We had so much fun planning, just like people bouncing off ideas. This is what we wanted D&D to be like, and it was. We all had watched the Critical Role and lights, camera, action and things like that, and we all seen how D&D was. And this was our D&D first time. We all enjoyed it, we all had fun. If you haven't, go play D&D in a pub, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, get wasted. It's one of the greatest times you'll ever have.